Football's biggest party is finally here. It is the most prestigious sporting competition in the world. I dare you to prove me wrong. Drop it in the comment section and let me know. And for the first time in the tournament's nearly 100-year history, it will be jointly hosted by three nations: Mexico, Canada, and the United States. The opening match is less than 30 minutes away, and the finals is set for the United States. It will be in New Jersey on July 19th. Do let me know if you have tickets for either of these matches. I do know that I have some Mexican supporters out there. So if you are attending any match, do let me know. I want to know what the vibe is like in Mexico, Canada, or the United States. All right. So do let me know. Also, safe travels to all of my Tallawahs out there going to and from, or maybe you're kicking back at home, traveling to and from work. Nevertheless, make sure you guys have a safe travel. As it relates back to the World Cup, the group stage, we're at the group stage. I'm steadily waiting on the opening match, and I'm pretty sure you guys know how the World Cup runs in terms of the format. The World Cup sports biggest competition is staged every 4 years. And guess what? The 2026 tournament is the biggest ever. Yes, you heard that correctly. It is the biggest one of them all, with 48 countries competing. Let me know if your country will be competing at this year's FIFA Men's 2026 World Cup. If you are familiar to the channel, you already know that my country did not qualify. So I'm not really sure who I'm going to be supporting as of yet, but I might have someone in my back pocket. The USA, one of the co-hosts of the three, previously hosted the tournament in 1994, while Mexico was the host nation in 1970 and 1986. Canada has never previously hosted the FIFA Men's World Cup. Who are you guys rooting for? Should I bring myself back on screen? Temporarily took myself off screen. I reckon I should bring myself on screen very briefly, or maybe not. Let's go ahead and pull myself back on screen for you guys. I've missed you guys. I haven't done a live stream in a minute. Let me know how you guys are doing there in the comments section. As I said, it's been a while since I've done a live stream. My voice is back, sorta, but I do have the lemon and water on the side. If in case it breaks away, hopefully it won't. I'm feeling good. Hopefully you guys are also feeling good. Let me know your score predictions for this one. I'm excited. I was sitting back timing the opening ceremony. I wanted to go maybe some half an hour before kickoff. So I almost got it right on the dot. I think I only went over maybe by some 2 minutes, but nevertheless, plenty to try and get through before kickoff is upon us. So as I said, if you're not giving me your score predictions, please do make sure you give me your score predictions. I put out a little comments in my community section earlier on, or maybe some almost 24 hours ago, asking if you guys want me to do a live stream of the match, and you guys said yes. So I'm giving you guys the live stream that you guys asked for. All right, so let me go ahead and dive right into it, see if I can bring up some things on screen to share with you guys as it relates to the match. There's plenty that's been going on off the field of play, which I'm pretty sure you guys are aware of in terms of the politics. I don't think we can do tonight's show about talking about the politics. It will just be silly to try and avoid it. So we will talk about the politics of the field of play before kickoff. But as I said, we are under 30 minutes to go until kickoff. And if you've not given me your score predictions, what are you waiting on? Please do go ahead and give me your score predictions. I'm cautious. I don't want to accidentally close this tab, which would probably end the stream, which is not what I want to do. If you've not hit the like button, do go ahead and kindly hit the like button for me. All right, let's see if we can make this one bigger on the screen there for you guys. So let's just paddle along. Let's move along and see what info I can share with you guys. This team announcement is out. Maybe you guys want to cast your eyes on the team announcement. So let's go ahead and see if we can do a quick little changing of the screen there for you guys. I think you guys want your team announcement. So let's go ahead and give you guys some team announcement. You can cast your eyes on the starting 11. Does it feel a little bit like deja vu for some of you? Perhaps it already feels like deja vu. It does. In the build-up, I was reminiscing on the past. And if you're talking about the past, you already know what this one relates to. It was what, some 16 years ago? What were you guys doing 16 years ago? I can remember the opening match of the 2010 World Cup hosted by the visitors on tonight's occasion, Bafana Bafana. That is South Africa. I'm sure you guys remember that goal. It doesn't need to be, I don't think I need to remind you guys, especially if you're following football religiously, and maybe even if you're just tuning in to the World Cup. A lot of people just tune into the World Cup, they don't watch it religiously, but that's goal. That was scored by Shabalala some 16 years ago. And I think that one got everyone out of their seat. Unless you're one of the Mexican supporters, you definitely wouldn't have been jumping for joy. Let me know if you guys fancy some deja vu on the cards. Are we going to be looking at a deja vu? Or are we going to be looking at the reverse? Are we going to be seeing the home nation, Mexico, getting some revenge and maybe opening the scoreline on tonight's occasion? As I said, back in 2010, it was the visitors. On tonight's occasion, just to get that correctly, 2010 was hosted by South Africa, so they were the host, but tonight they are the visitors for the kickoff of the FIFA 2026 Men's World Cup, and that game ended in a 1-all draw. Let me know where you guys were when that goal found the back of the net. As I said, plenty of us were celebrating. I can't speak for you guys, but I think it's safe to say a lot of us were celebrating on the nice occasions. So big ups to all my South Africans out there, and a warm big ups to my Mexican supporters as well. I do know that I have more Mexican supporters than South African supporters. And the reason for that is because of the connection in where CONCACAF football is played for the Reggae Boys. So obviously, there goes the close connection there with the following from the Mexican. I was talking to one of you earlier on. I'm hoping that you will pop up in the comment section before I close off on the show. But do let me go ahead and continue with my stream. So how are we looking? So Mexico, they come into tonight's game. The last 5 matches, they have produced 2 draws and 3 victories. So the last string of games consists of a 5-1 victory over Serbia, 1-0 victory over Australia. They put 2 goals past Ghana. It was 1-1 against Belgium, and it was a stalemate 0-0 against Portugal. And that all happened this year, dating back from March. So March 29th to the 5th of June. If you support Mexico, let me know how you're feeling. I know at least one of my Mexican supporters, they weren't feeling great. Let's just say that they weren't feeling great about their country's recent performances. I'm hoping they're feeling much better. Definitely hope they're feeling much better. And it's in your host country, so do go ahead and enjoy it. I mean, it's the Azteca. One of the questions I was asking myself when I was putting together tonight's stream is, can you guys tell me any other stadium that can outdo the Azteca in terms of history? When you talk about football heritage, you really have to talk about the Azteca, don't you? You have to mention one of the greatest ever, the GOATs. Are we going to call him the original GOAT, or is it a tie? We're talking about the king of Brazil, the one and only Pele, and also Maradona as well. Two of the kings of football, may their souls rest in peace, graced the Azteca. 2 kings on the Azteca. I mean, come on, let me know in the comment section which stadium outdoes the Azteca. I'm sitting back and I'm watching it and I'm thinking, wow, I wish I was inside the stadium. Peter Mystic, good day to yourself. It says, greeting, Crystal, was able to add you as a contact, but not able to add you on WhatsApp, which is strange. What's your WhatsApp name? Well, my WhatsApp name is the name of the platform. Not really sure why that is. If you can try and give me a DM, I can see if I can work around it. Not sure why you're not able to add me. As I said, do make sure you add the +44. All right. So if it's giving you troubles, it's probably because you need to add the +44. So as I'm saying, guys, think of any stadium out there that is bigger than the Azteca. Was really, really scratching my head with this one. I thought, you know what? Rather than scratching my head, I think I should probably leave this one to you guys to try and help me out. Try and put this one together. It definitely have a bit of a nostalgia feel to it, as I said, reminiscing on the opening fixture back in 2010, hosted by South Africa, where once again, as I've stated, they took on Mexico. So definitely some deja vu feel to it and some nostalgia feel to it overall. Again, let me know where you guys were back then tonight on tonight's occasion. For the time being, seems like you guys are going to be with me for now, hopefully for the duration of the stream. But if you fancy jumping off at any point, just make sure you hit the like button before you exit the stream. So as I said, how do we start this one? If I look at my about some on-screen display going on at the moment. Let me see if I can bring myself on screen so you guys can see that I am here and I am not trying to hide myself. So let's try and keep myself on screen for the time being. Did you see the I will talk about that at another time. I don't like to mix both of the men's and the women's football. But to answer your question, since you did ask, yes, I did see it. And as I said, we can talk about that some other time. Perhaps now, not now, I should say, because I don't really think we have time for that. We are edging closer and closer to kickoff. At the moment, we've got some flags on display. I'm assuming it's all of the nations' flags coming out on display. We already saw I saw the opening ceremony. I'm not sure if you guys watched it. To remind you guys, as I said, this is the biggest ever FIFA Men's World Cup. 48 nations competing. It is co-hosted by Mexico, Canada, and the United States. For the love of God, I don't know how we did not qualify when three of the big hitters were automatically qualified for the World Cup. I think this, as I said so many times, it's just something that will always, always, always rub me up the wrong way. And I don't think I'm ever going to get over it. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think I'm ever going to get over the Reggae Boys not qualifying for the World Cup. And funny enough, every time I go over on social media, that's all that people seem to be talking about. Reggae Boys fans that is still feeling quite pissed. And rightly so. So if you guys hear me talking about my country on your live stream, I do please do forgive me. All right. It's just that I'm still feeling hurt. So what is going for a Mexico win? Let me know your score predictions. Be brave. Give me your score prediction. We're going to talk about the host in a few, or obviously throughout the full 90 plus any additional minutes. Also going to be talking about the visitors, but while I am at it, was looking at the build up from a South Africa perspective, and they seem to be quite cool, calm, and just ready for the big occasion. Doesn't seem to be any nerves on display there, and that's despite the results from their last string of matches. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen their results, especially taking it into consideration that they did face the Reggae Boys, which ended in a 1-1 some days ago. And aside from that, so coming into this one, they have a 1 win, 2 draws, and 2 losses in their back pocket. As I said, their most recent friendly, I should say, that one ended in a 1-1 draw against Jamaica. They also had a stalemate, 0-0 against Nicaragua, a 2-1 defeat against Panama, and also a 1-1 draw against Panama. So they played Panama within days of each other, and they suffered a 2-1 defeat at the hands of Cameroon. And all these fixtures date back from January. I'm pretty sure you guys saw the AFCON right through to the last fixture. As I said, it was against Jamaica. That one, I believe, was played on the 6th of June. So that is how South Africa are looking. And as I said, as it relates to the team itself, they spoke a lot about just how much they're looking forward to the occasion. And they did say that the pressure, the weight of expectation rests firmly on the host, one of the co-hosts of this year's tournament. And rightly so. When you have the whole nation, I mean, we're all familiar to Mexicans, aren't we? Especially as we follow CONCACAF football religiously. Die hard supporters. One of the best there is. I was listening to some slow build up, and the stadium, it does have reportedly, I believe they say some 80 plus thousand spectators expected to be inside the Azteca, which is pretty much close to capacity. The capacity of the Azteca is 87,523. So it is close to being a sold out capacity game. Not bad for the opening match, I must say. Definitely not bad for the opening match. But South Africa playing, I'm not sure if they're just playing it calm. Obviously, only time will tell with regards to whether there's some nerves on a display or not. It's to be expected. It's to be expected. It's the biggest game of their careers. And this is what they've all worked their asses off for. Can you imagine, just as little boys just growing up, one want to make it as a professional footballer, and also above all, the creme de la creme, the cherry on top, to play at a FIFA Men's World Cup. It is what dreams are made of. And I am over the moon. I'm excited for all of them. Each and every player that's made it to the World Cup, best of luck to you all. Live out your childhood dreams. And as I said, this particular match does have a bit of a nostalgia feel to it. And at some point, it's probably going to get a little bit teary for some of you, because surely it is curtain closed for a few of the greatest of all time, as it relates to the greatest players to have ever done it. Should I say for my generation? Because there's gonna be some older heads out there that say, well, no, Pele and Maradona are greater than the current goats of the game. And I'm not going to argue against them. So perhaps for my generation, we're looking at few of the legends bowing out. Surely Mexican king himself, Argentine king, and also the Portuguese king. And their name needs no introduction. I'm sure you guys know what that is all about and who I am referring to. Says here, Wapi says South Africa will look to counter and be defensively solid. DCS World 12. No Jamaica flag in the World Cup opening. He says, Joe. I can't tell if you're being serious or if you're just pointing out the obvious. It seems like you're still a little bit hurt, a bit like myself, right? 48 nations competing at the biggest ever tournaments ever. Three of the big hitters from CONCACAF. So that is Mexico, the USA, and Canada, all automatically qualified. And you would have thought, surely, surely the Reggae Boys are going to be putting their names in the hat. But it wasn't to be. Instead, it was Curacao. Big ups to Curacao. They qualified for their first ever FIFA Men's World Cup. I think we should keep an eye on Curacao, and obviously we have to extend our big ups and our well wishes to Haiti, right? They're also going to be competing at this year's World Cup. We're about 9 minutes away from kickoff. If you have not hit the like button, what are you waiting on? Do go ahead and hit the like button. I think this is my first FIFA Men's live watch along with you guys. Usually, you only stick to the women's side of the game, so this is a first for me. I usually just watch this on my own in my own time. So first time for everything, as they say, first time for everything. Back to South Africa, again, some words they're coming from their camp. They haven't read, according to them, they're not reading too much into their previous results, which I already shared with you guys in terms of how they look in, that relates to their run of form. From the horse's mouth, they said there that it is practice matches, so there isn't really much there to be panicking about. And as I said, as it relates to their nerves, calm as you like. if there is any nerves, that is. Hugo, their head coach, he did also state leading up to the game that his side have had a good preparation. He did also commented that the last 4 years, over the last 4 years, they've been playing teams in Africa, African teams. And obviously I've just recently read out a couple of the other teams there that they've played over the last couple of months and counting. So to go over that, they've played Nicaragua, they played Panama twice, and they also played Jamaica. And back in January, they played one of their African opponents, that be it Cameroon. So that is how they are looking. We're all familiar to the Mexicans, aren't they? We're all familiar to the Mexicans. We know what they're capable of. Don't really want to spoil what's in store for any newcomers to watching Mexico compete. But as I said, where our football is concerned in our neck of the, just looking at the FIFA president there, Infantino, with I think the best looking trophy in sports, that is the World Cup, the FIFA Men's World Cup. I thought there was going to be some booze, hence my little pause there. Fireworks going off at the Azteca, such a beautiful stadium, such a beautiful stadium. If any of you guys manage to be privileged enough to go to the Azteca, do let me know in the comment section. So the boys are inside the tunnel and they are gearing up to come out. The lineup is right there on the screen in front of you. And again, if you have not hit the like button, please do go ahead and hit the like button. Where do I start in terms of the politics? Should I leave that for the end of the show, or should I leave that for maybe squeeze it in before halftime? Let me know, because there's plenty there to speak on. I think I may just try to squeeze that one in, maybe throughout the live stream or certain periods of the live stream, or I could just leave it for halftime. So here we go, the FIFA 2026 Men's World Cup. There's my boy in the comments section. He says, you have to be rich to afford a ticket for the World Cup. My heart goes out to you, my friend. I'm rooting for you. You're one of my biggest and best supporters. So I have to show you some love, and I have to wish your country all the best of luck. All right. I do hope and pray that your boys go out there and get the job done. All right, because I think we spoke very briefly some 4 years ago at the closing of the 2022 FIFA Men's World Cup. I know you weren't a happy bunny then. Don't think we need to go over what happened at the FIFA 2022 World Cup group stage and so on, where Mexico is concerned. So we won't go down that road, but I do wish you all the best of luck. You're always supporting Jamaica. So I have to support. Well, this is new. This is new. We're seeing all the players on the field. Is this what we're doing now, FIFA? So we're seeing the bench on the field as well as the starting 11. I was baffled. I was just like, why am I seeing so many goalkeepers all for one team? Well, that's quite something. Is that how we're doing it now, guys? Let me know in the comment section. Do you guys like that? Let me know if you guys like that. I'm not gonna lie, at first glance, yes. I do like it. Do like it. So we're just patiently bracing ourselves for the national anthem of Mexico and South Africa. Have I been to Mexico before? I would love to go. I'm looking at my subscriber in the comment section. Maybe he can give me an invite, or maybe show me around, right? Maybe he can show me around his countries just so I can keep myself safe. Listening to the beautiful national anthem of South Africa. Big ups to all my South Africans out there. Do hit the like button. If you've not hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. It does not cost you a penny. And if it does, send me an email and I will send me an invoice, a matter of fact, info@tallawatv.com, and I reimburse you. All right. So, guys, if you've not given me your score predictions, please do go ahead and give me your score prediction. My little Mexican subscriber in the comment section, give me your score predictions. How are you feeling? I know a while back you weren't best pleased with your team. As nerves calm down, have you calmed your nerves just a little bit? Your form isn't too bad. You don't have the worst form coming into the opening match. So let me know how you are feeling. All right. As I said, some months back, you definitely weren't feeling great. To go over that coming into the opening match, Mexico has they're coming on a form of two draws and three wins in their back pocket. To go over that one, 5-1 victory against Serbia, 1-0 against Australia, 2-0 against the Black Stars of Africa. That is Ghana, 1-0 against Belgium, and 0-0 against Portugal. Portugal, how's everyone feeling about Portugal? Surely it's the final dance, the last dance of Cristiano Ronaldo. Their dark horse. Do let me know in the comment section. And to go over to reiterate, South Africa. One win, two draws, and two losses. I had to pause again because I felt like I was hearing boos and I wasn't sure why that is. I was like, okay, so we're now listening to the national anthem of the host nation. Crystal, I have a ticket for you. You're just pulling my leg. You do not have a ticket. Do you know how rich you have to be to afford the tickets to the World Cup? So I think you're pulling my leg with that one. DCS World 12. I've never seen you in my comment section before. Perhaps I have. I do apologize if I've seen you before and I'm just got poor memory. South Africa could not win any of their last matches. They couldn't, but from their camp, it's not something that they're fussed about. They said the pressure is all yours, my friend. They said it's just practice matches and it doesn't really matter. People are angry towards the government. Yes, FIFA, Trump, and Infantino. Yes, I mean, unless my ears are fooling me, I'm almost certain I heard a little boos here and there. And of course, we know about what's going on home soil in Mexico. My thoughts and prayers goes out to the in a sense, citizens, all the people there in Mexico. My heart, my prayers goes out to all of you. Okay, I do hope that matters resolve itself swiftly and peacefully. And I was surprised that the president, Infantino, wasn't covered in boos again. I'm almost certain I heard a little boo here and there, but they weren't pelting it at him. So we have gone through the national anthems of Mexico and also South Africa. If you have not given me your score predictions, what are you waiting on? And guys, I've tried my level of best to make sure that the I'm losing train of thought, that the connection is as stable as it can be. I don't want to have to kick no one's teeth in for you guys. So I'm hoping that the connection stays stable. I've done my complaints already. It's like, what am I paying for? I'm paying an arm and a leg. Give me my money's worth. I do have an engineer coming around at some point. Try and see if he can fix the matter. Did it make it into the opening match? She wanted to avoid being booed. Also, the president Claudia, she didn't go to the opening match. She's dodging the boos, is she? It's probably a wise move because surely they would have dosed her in something unpleasant. So we got a little bit of a break. Kickoff was slightly behind, not really sure by how many minutes, maybe some less than 5 minutes to go until kickoff. Maybe that has to do with the opening ceremony, the performances, I should say. Apparently, there was a delay for the performance. I popped downstairs and I was just like, I came back up and I was thinking, no, I've missed everything. But according to what's on my screen, it says that there was a slight delay for the opening performance. So we are gearing up for a kickoff. I'm so happy it's at a respectable hour. I'm not talking into ungodly hours tonight, so I can celebrate some goals and I can talk as loud as I want, but I won't talk too loud because I have to respect my neighbors. They've got a little one to my right, and we've got an elderly couple to my left, so I have to be as respectful as I can be. But the FIFA 2026 Men's World Cup is minutes away. You got some referees there and the match officials taking their photograph. For example, the renovations for the Azteca Stadium were never completed. Really? It's not what you want to hear, is it? But I will say you do have one. You know this already. You don't need me telling you you have one of the best stadiums in world football. Two of the kings have played on your home soil. That be it the king. Is he the king of all kings? Let me know in the comments section. That is the Don from 1978 World Cup. Let me know in the comment section there, guys. What's been your favorite World Cup so far? Do you let me know what's been your favorite World Cup so far? Um, and if you're Mexican, you've got this, you got that. I meant to say 1970 World Cup and 1986 World Cup. So that's Pele and Maradona a piece. Surely, if you're Mexican, that must make you feel, you must be filled with some sort of pride, right? Well, a Mexican in the comment section here saying that it's frustrating with regards to the renovation of the Azteca. All bars and restaurants are not allowed to show the matches. You are joking. They will be fined if they do. Why? Football is supposed to bring a nation together. Why is there a ban in Mexico for the showing of the FIFA Men's World Cup? Is that to do with rights? Because I know over here, I'm sure pubs have to pay a fee. Not sure about the regulation around it all, but they surely that has to be regulated. Not sure fee wise what they have to do, or because of FIFA. Really? Really? So basically everyone has to be at home then, I assume, right? You have to be seated at home to watch the World Cup. Surely can't be the same here in England. I wouldn't know. I don't go to the pub. I've heard nothing of such. That's interesting. I'm going to look into that one. Thank you for letting me know. I was unaware of that, so thank you for letting me know. So the lads are in a huddle at the moment, the host nation and the visitors. They're in a huddle. As I said, we're delayed. Right now it's about a 5-minute delay, but we should be on the way in less than 5 minutes time. I think that delay is due to the performances there of the opening ceremony. So one thing I do love though is the kids actually, like both kids sponsor FIFA Adidas. Adidas behind both of these kits here. I've always liked South Africa's kit. I'm not sure if it's because of the yellow. Do they call theirs gold as well? Or is it just yellow? But kickoff is seconds away. Do let me know if you can hear my own personal commentary, because what I don't want is a strike. So let me know, all right? Trying to dodge copyright violation. And we are off. It's the Mexicans, the home sides that get us underway. All right, let's do this. At least we know we're not going to be bored this summer, right, guys? We're definitely going to be occupied this summer. So all the people there that's suffering with their sadness, loneliness, depression, football should definitely keep you covered. Football should keep you united. I was putting together my notes for tonight's show, and I was thinking I can't think of one other sports that brings the world together to a point where people support other countries religiously like it's their own. I don't see it with the Olympics. I can kind of assume why that is, but I think that just goes to show just how powerful football is, right? Got the home side on the attack. I don't think any of you have given me your score prediction. You guys seem a little, you guys, what is that? Nerves? Oh, yes, you did. So you went with a 3-0 for your country. You've got to back your boys. I don't blame you. Let's see if it will be a 3-0. So hopefully we won't have to wait as long as we did for the opening goal back in South Africa some 16 plus years ago. Well, FIFA doesn't allow them to assist to The stadium, the Azteca, was built in 1965. To complete the stadium, they sold luxury boxes for 99 years. So their contracts indicate they are allowed to assist free to any events. Michael Brown goes 3-1 for the host. Currently inside the box of South Africa. South Africa clearing that one out. 2-1 to Mexico. So we're back in the CONCACAF teams. To be expected. We're back in CONCACAF, to be expected, right? South Africa. Surely you guys can understand that one. Really feeling my camera angle here, guys. I'm not sure where you guys are watching this one, or if you're just listening to myself. Got to throw in here for Mexico, but I'm not really feeling my camera angle. Might have to move my microphone. And the two head coaches here, they do have something in common. Two former players. That is Javier and Hugo. Both of the head coaches there, they do have much in common, especially where the World Cup is concerned, as players and coaches. 1986 World Cup. We had Javier, he was there, as was Hugo. So we have the Belgian, that is Hugo, and we also have the Mexican, that is Javier. Let me know what you guys make of these two coaches. Happy to have them as your coach, or do you want someone new? Don't ask me about where my coach is concerned, because if you follow Jamaica football, you should know the answer to that one, shouldn't you? The fan base is still disgruntled. Not sure why my screen is playing up, but let me try and see if I can do something here for you guys. Seems like it's doing its own thing. I will try to get it corrected for you guys in a bit, but I think what I may have to do, it looks fine for you guys, right? It looks fine for you guys. I may just leave it as it is. I don't want to mess around and remove it completely off screen. Oh, I think that was Jimenez. A good slow save there by the South African. So we got a corner kick, punched it away. A little bit scrappy trying to clear it finally. The Mexicans, as expected, they're doing their job. South Africa on a little break. Too much on that. Too much on that. Good, decent chance there from Jimenez down the other end. Good strike. Saved by the goalkeeper. I have no idea what my screen is doing, guys. I think I will have to change this one, because it seems like it just has a mind of its own. Let's see how that one's looking. I'm hoping it doesn't move. If it keeps on moving, I will have to figure out a different option to bring up the lineup on the screen there for you guys. All right, so that is the Captain Williams there for South Africa. A good save. Effort at goal there by the host nation. The football doesn't end here, guys. I can't say I'll be joining you guys for the rest of the evening, early into my morning. It should be another well, this one is for, will be today for you guys, but 4 a.m. Friday morning if you're in the UK. It's actually a 3 a.m. kickoff. My apologies if you're in the UK. South Africa, not South Africa, South Korea. Fancy watching South Korea if you wanna get yourself stuck in with more football. They're going to be taking on the Czech Republic. So you've got more football coming up. Both those matches there in Group A. You've also got Group B, Canada. That's more CONCACAF football, CONCACAF teams. They're gonna be taking on Bosnia, but you do have to wait a while for that one. That one is coming up as tomorrow, 9 p.m. my time if you're in the 8 p.m. Friday if you're in the UK. Would also help if you guys told me what matches you want me to cover. I can see my screen's just got a mind of its own. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to change this one and bring something else up on screen that's probably maybe a little bit more reliable, because I'm not really sure why it's doing all of that. So let's go ahead and make a little change for you guys. All right. I don't really like what it's doing. So let's go ahead and make a quick change. Let's see, stop shared screen and go again. Want to see what they're testing out with this new rule, which could be rewarded in a corner kick. I want to see how that looks. Let's go ahead and see. All right, you guys should be able to see that one. It's not the best, but I think the other one was it just had a mind of its own. I didn't really like how it looked on the screen. Maybe I will have to remove myself if you guys want to see that full screen. Probably can't see it that well, so I do apologize. See what you guys are saying in the comments section. Both coaches faced each other in 1986. Yeah, that's what I was saying. They have a lot in common as two former players for their respective countries, and also facing off against each other on the sidelines. So they've been there, done that. Oh, a little bit of a sloppy decision at the back. Oh! Up and running. The hosts are up and running. The hosts are up and running. That was sloppy at the back from the visitors. Sloppy at the back from the visitors. They're going to be kicking themselves. They are going to be kicking themselves. They got their lick back, haven't they? The host, that is. Our goalkeeper probably should have just went along there. Looks like that was too heavy of a touch for his teammates. The Mexicans capitalize. Looks like, did it go through his leg? Oh, it went through his legs. My God, the Mexicans are up and running 1-0. So that is what, just under 10 minutes. Just under 10 minutes. What's saying, I'm hoping that it's not going to go over into the was hoping it wasn't going to take as long as it did for the 2010 World Cup. I'm sorry here, guys. I think I've lost something on my screen that I'm trying to bring up for you guys. So do bear with me. I have no idea what's going on. So do bear with me. I'm trying to see if I can bring something up on screen there for you guys. You just gifted the Mexicans a goal. Oh my gosh. And Julian, on the other hand, the South African, must be on cloud 9. Fantastic finish. Look at that. Wow. Wow. It's a good start if you're the host nation. South Africa got some work to do. I mean, for a team that was saying that they weren't nervous, Is that a sign of nerves? Gifting a goal away just like that? From your captain at that? Gonna be kicking themselves. Definitely going to be kicking themselves. But, but, he's Colombian. Interesting. But it is still early days. You guys might be bang on your money with your score prediction. Some of you in the comment section, I believe did someone say 3-1? I think it was Michael Brown that said 3-1. So you might be bang on your money. Jimenez. This one is a corner for the host. Such a beautiful stadium. Such a beautiful stadium. And before you guys close off on the live stream, let me know which other game you guys want me to cover, okay? A camera panning to Infantino. He said a lot. He has said a lot in the last 24 hours. He's made headlines. I tried to split the back line there. Good idea, but way too much power in that one. I was coming from South Africa. I think it's safe to say that the FIFA presidents made the headlines for all the wrong reasons. And we could potentially touch on a couple of the comments that's made the headlines from Infantino. Can you imagine scoring at the World Cup? That must be an unbelievable feeling. That must be a unbelievable feeling. Scoring for your club is one thing, but scoring for your country at the World Cup, surely it's one of those cases where nothing tops it. And to score the opening goal as the host nation, it's gotta be an unbelievable feeling for him. I could throw in here for Mexico. He's not gonna blow the whistle, is he? I think he is. He did blow the whistle. Would be all right. Don't think there's much in that. But that was, I think that one was Alvaro there temporarily on the deck, but it should be all right. Just seeing the referee view for the opening goal, and yeah, I like that. And funny enough, just like what you're saying there in the comment section, my commentators just said that he's Colombian born. It's crazy, right? If you're good enough to play for us, why not play for us, irrespective of your birthplace? Once you're eligible, why not? Just listening to the opening or part of the opening ceremony and hearing about the diversity in the host nation. As I've said, obviously I've not been there, but definitely enjoyed listening to them talk about representation and diversity, because obviously seeing is believing. And I imagine as well that's an even more potent moment for all the Black Mexicans out there, whether you're born in, whether you same take the same trajectory as Julian or not, only time will tell. But surely for all those little boys and girls, Black Mexican boys and girls sitting there and watching that, surely that's an inspirational moment. If he can do it, I can do it too. So that's a magical goal there, and just goes to show why representation matters. We are going to, so you're switching it. So you're going for, didn't you give me a 3-0 earlier on? I'm pretty sure you said 3-0, right? Or am I bugging out? So you're now adding 2 goals to it. You're saying 5-0. And yeah, you could potentially open up the floodgates. Hopefully for South Africa that isn't the case, but you could open up the floodgates on them. Good luck, Titan. Still a long way to go. They're not even 20 minutes on the clock. Host nation Mexico opened the score line, and they say representation matters, and it absolutely does. It is Julian, the Colombian born, finding the back of the net inside the 9th minute. Pretty much gifted to him by the South African goalkeeper. He won't want to watch that one back on replay no time soon, or at any given point. Definitely don't think he fancies watching that one back on replay. That is Williams, the South African goalkeeper, went for a kick to pass it to one of his teammates there in front of him. Looks like the touch was a little bit so heavy. As I said, put it on a plate. Wonderful gift there for the host nation. Wonderfully tucked away by Julian. Went through the legs of the goalkeeper. Good goal if you're Mexican. Not so good to watch on replay if you're the visitors. Williams. What's he doing? So he decides to finally go long. Mexicans are feeling themselves, aren't they? Good ball. Exactly how you expect a host nation to play. Calm, finding the right passes. Oh, he went for something spectacular. I like that. Good idea. Talk about the weight of expectation coming into the opening match, but really feeling like there's a weight of expectation on their shoulders, even though technically there is. It's the goal scorer there again, Julian. He's gone for something spectacular. It's a good idea. Not sure what that's all about from the referee there, but it's like he gave one of the players some talking to. What's going on with Jimenez, guys? Where's his next club? Has that been solidified? Has there been any announcement? Did see an announcement there from Fulham stating that his time at the club has come to an end. So he's always going to cherish the London club for what they did for him. A time where he definitely needed support in his corner where playing career is concerned. Instilled a monumental amount of belief in him. South Africa here on the attack. I think that might have clipped the heel of one of the Mexican players. Foul. So just over 20 minutes played. I don't think I've seen any cards handed out here yet, guys, which is good. Really interested in all the. I think he's losing his patience, though. I think any further challenges, he may just dip his hand in his back pocket and dish out yellow here and there. So it looks like he's giving the players a few talking to. South Africa, that is. Good defending. It's like it's a throw in here for South Africa. Oh, you got a couple of the Brazilian kings in the boxes like that. Hugo seems like one of those gaffers that just can't stand still, can't sit, I should say. Looks like he's up there standing on the sidelines, arms behind his back, watching on. Oh, keeper spilled it, but his defender is there to tidy it up. Oh, oh my gosh. I knew it. I knew it was coming. He held on for as long as he could. So I think that's the first card of the night there, guys. Looks like Brian, the Mexican, and wearing done in the number 26. Looks like he's found himself in the referee's book. I think it's his trailing leg. Yeah, it is a card. That's his sloppy there from him, isn't it? So I think that might be the first card of the game there, guys. Africa gearing up to take a free kick. Let's see what they can do with it. Let's see what they can do with this free kick. It's taking their time. I think we're gonna see a couple more cards being handed out here, guys. All right, let's see if he's gonna whip this one into the box. It's not the best of deliveries. We're in the best of deliveries, that one. It's not bad so far. If you're Mexican, you're in the driving seat. That's the good thing. You're in the driving seat. Little hydration break. I think this is what 24 minutes on the clock. The first hydration break. Before we get things back on the way. CR7 World Cup. So Brave 876. So you're saying that I'm assuming that's your goats, right? I'm assuming that's your goat. So you're saying it is going to be Cristiano Ronaldo's World Cup. So what do you do with your goat then? Are you starting him? Are you starting your goat, or are you going to be carefully managing him? Think I know what I think you guys should be doing, but let me know in the comment section what you think Portugal should do with Cristiano Ronaldo. Are you going to be starting? Surely you can't start him for every single game. But I think careful man management is definitely needed. As I said, one of the dark horses, Portugal. I've thrown the name into the hat at the start of the stream, and that goal through the legs. He's not gonna want to take that one on replay at any given point. Lovely goal though if you're a Mexican. So as I said, they are one of the dark horses. Portugal, one of the dark horses of the FIFA 2026 World Cup. But I know you Ronaldo fans out there after what Messi did with Argentina at the last World Cup, 2022 World Cup. You guys want to get even, don't you? Of course you want to get even because right now that just the Messi fans being able to say but, and it's a big but. It's the biggest but of them all. But he has a World Cup. What are you saying? So to silence them, your goat needs the World Cup. If he doesn't do it this time round, it's not going to happen, is it? So I'm sure Brave 876, you want your Portugal team to be brave and bring home the World Cup for your goats. Hydration break over steadily approaching the half an hour mark. It is the Colombian born Julian with the opening goal inside the ninth minute. Put on a plate for him. Put on the plate for him by the South African captain Williams. Right now, we're probably looking at what's that? Maybe some 2 to 3 minutes of added time. I don't think we've had much of a break aside from the goal that was celebrated, right? Unless my memory isn't that great, but I don't think we have. See if South Africa can pull one back before halftime. Williams. See if they can come up with something. They've lost the ball and Mexico have. They haven't posed any threats so far, have they? South Africa. Which is funny because sometimes all you need is just one moment. Definitely not posed any threats so far. It's like 56% for the host. There they go again. Another oh, good block. Very good block. That was a necessary block because that may very well have found the back of the net. That could have gone right on target, making it 2-0. So that was a very necessary block. Not asking any questions so far. As I said, it is a long way to go. It's a good idea, but it's not going to trouble the goalkeeper. That is Williams. That is Reyes. I think I'm hearing boos again, guys, and I'm not sure who's getting booed, if it's for the visitors or a particular player, but I think I'm hearing some boos again. Gone past the half an hour mark, and it is still the host nation with the one goal to the good. Again, that one scored inside the ninth minute. Read that one well. He read that one well, like that. Is it the Mexicans that's getting? Are they getting annoyed? Are they wanting more goals? Where's these little? I'm hearing boos. I'm sure my ears aren't fooling me, and I'm sure it's not coming from South Africans because surely they would have been drowned out by the Mexican fans. Not that the Mexican fans will stop them from booing if they're booing their own team. That is. It's it's a good ball over the top. Could have sworn that one came off one of the Mexican players last, but it's actually was he offside? It's actually rewarded. It's gone for a yeah. It looks like he was offside. Kicked away there by the Mexican keeper Raul. Okay. Yeah, because I'm thinking, I know I'm not bugging out. I'm like, I know I can hear boos. Like, I'm assuming they're probably putting him up on screen, right? So okay. Yeah, I know I was hearing boos. I was like, I'm sure I can hear boos. Like someone is booing someone. Uh, Okay, makes sense. I think if he for every game he goes to, he should expect to be booed, especially what we've seen over the last couple of well, several weeks. Probably pissed off a lot of people with what he said in the last 24 hours. We're going to get into that. I think round about halftime, we'll jump into what the FIFA president said, that is, with regards to, um, let's say FIFA's lack of decision making, right? Where politics is concerned and decisions being made, mainly that involves the United States. One of the questions there that was put to him by BBC Sports editor Dan Roran, he did ask him, paraphrasing, if he has lost control of the tournament. Obviously, talking about the current FIFA Men's World Cup. So we'll get into that, and we'll listen to the president's response. We've got about some 10 plus minutes of normal time with some additional minutes, maybe 3 to 4 additional minutes. Still Mexico out in front with the early goal being scored by their Colombian born Julian. Mexico inside the box. Oh, good save. Comfortable save there by Williams. Very good save. It's two good save he's made, which is it's great, but considering how we saw how they conceded that one, isn't it? But still, two good saves so far from the South African captain, goalkeeper. And before I forget my manners, thank you to those of you in the comment section for blessing me with a moment of your time. As I said, this is my first FIFA men's watch along. Don't usually give you guys the watch along, but I did ask, and you guys said yes, you want it, so I figured why not jump into it for you guys. And thank you to those of you who have hit the like button. It doesn't cost you a penny if you've not hit the like button yet. What are you waiting on? Go ahead and hit the like button. They've not been threatening, have they? South Africa. I can't, like I said, they're not posing any threats. And I don't recall them having a pop at goal unless my eyes are fooling me. I don't recall them having a shot at goal. It's just all going in one direction in terms of chances being created, shots at goal. I'm gonna try and see if we can look at some halftime stats as well, because I can't recall seeing them having a shot at goal. Ah, it's a bit of a heavy one there. A little bit of a faint of a chance, but they've had to play this one back. Try their luck out on the right wing. And they're still booing, guys. And I don't think the booing is going to stop. Whips this one inside the box, and that doesn't trouble the goalkeeper. So I think that might that's what is that their first pop-up goal? Foster with a header. Doesn't trouble the goalkeeper though. Very good left-handed save by Williams. Low left-handed save. I don't think you're going to be getting your actually, you may very well still get your 5-0, but maybe a 3-1 is more realistic. I think they do have a goal in them. Just maybe that halftime team talk is what's needed to get them to pull one back. Whether that's going to be the equalizer or not, that remains to be seen. Currently, it is Mexico in the driving seat. It's a foul. Yeah, that looks like a foul to me. It's definitely a foul. Hopefully he's okay. And he only gets a talking to. He's a lucky boy. Hopefully he's all right. Was punching the ground. I'm hoping he's okay. Lucky boy. Hopefully he's okay. Might need some medical attention, but see what happened there. It should be all right. He's back up on his feet, so he's good to go. No worries there. That is Eric, the number 6 for M- Mexico, the host. It's crazy. Every time they go the other end, it doesn't really take long for doesn't take long for the ball to go in the opposite direction, does it? 40 minutes on the clock. It is still 1-0. Can't tell you how much I wish I was inside this stadium. Wish I was inside that stadium. Wow. Good interception. He was gonna be through and goal. That's a good interception. Mexicans looking like they want to double their lead just before halftime. Ah, he slipped. He's fuming. That's another good save. The goalkeeper is keeping them in it here. I mean, that's why he's the captain. That's why he's Captain Fantastic. So another very good save by Williams. How many save is that now? It's about 3 to 4 really good saves from the South African goalkeeper, the skipper, the captain. Had it not been for him, definitely would have been more than 1-0. Oh, denied by the woodwork. They're going for that double, aren't they? That's denied by the woodwork. Ah, denied by the post. Denied by the post. Did he touch it? Did he touch it? Just saw a little replay. I'm sure that one hit the post, but I'm hearing my commentator saying good save. Didn't look like a save to me, but fair play if it was. But I'm almost sure I heard the post being rattled. Nevertheless, it is still 1-0. Yeah, then they need to get into that changing room. And they need to keep that score at 1-0 and go into that changing room. Mexico back on the attack down the other end. Not for long. I got according to the visitors here, guys. I think it's all you at the moment. I think it's all Mexico at the moment. I will say this though, that it is Williams, the skipper, the captain for South Africa that's keeping them in it. Otherwise, the scoreline could have at least been 3-0. 43 minutes in the game so far. It's a good effort by the number 14. It's the big South African number 14. Oh, oh, didn't trouble the keeper in the end, but that's probably what you need to do, isn't it? Take your chances. You're at the Azteca, make it count. You are at the Azteca. Make it count. Football heritage. Keeper comes out and boots this one needed to. So we've got 45 minutes here on the clock. Let's see how many additional minutes will be added on. What's your thoughts? I'm not sure if you're even watching it. Are you watching it? Are you at home? Do you have it on the telly? Let me know your thoughts. It is your home nation. So you've got 4 minutes of added time here, guys, until we close off on the first 45. Feels like it's just sprinted by. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm actually enjoying the opening match so far. Thanks to the goals being scored by the host nation, and also the South African goalkeeper is keeping me entertained. What he's doing between the sticks needs his teammates to do it the other end. Try and trouble the Mexican keeper, give him something to ponder over. One moment, guys. They're gonna be booing all game long. It's good touch. It's corner or goal kick? Surely should be a corner to South Africa. Yeah, it should be a corner. The referee got that one wrong. Should definitely have been a corner to South Africa. Definitely got that one wrong. He's human, but he got that one wrong. Would have come off the number 25, Roberto, the Mexican loss. Just lost the ball. Oh, should have been 2-0. Oh, he should have been 2-0. That's what the big occasions does to you, isn't it? On a normal day, he probably would have tucked that one away. Probably would have made a better decision. His gaffer Javier is not a happy bunny. Don't blame him. Should have been 2-0 on the stroke of half time. So I think based on form, they say form does count or contribute to how you can predict your team will play, right? Or the opponents, whatever. I think despite the South Africans from where their camp is concerned, playing it down with regards to how they've looked coming into the opening match. Obviously, I've already gone over that one and basically let you know that coming into tonight's game. By the way, it is halftime. The host nation there out in front, one goal to the good. As I said, coming into the the game, they had the poorer form of the two. I'm gonna try and see if I can bring up some stats there for you guys because I do want to see. I want to know how many shots they had at goal because that was very limited. I want to see how many shots they had at goal. So let me try and see if I can bring something up here for you guys where the stats are concerned. All right, so just bear with me. See, think I've found something for you guys. Let's see if we can go ahead and look at the stats, which means I need to take this one off screen temporarily. See if I can bring something else up on screen here for you guys. So the host, they came flying out the box, didn't they? On the front foot, unlike the visitors, asking the questions, knocking on the door, and it paid dividends inside the 9th minute, finding the opener. South Africa, probably halftime though is the perfect time now for them to go inside the dressing room and try and figure something out. I'm not sure what the game plan was, but safe to say they came nowhere near executing it. Just go ahead and bring something up on the screen here for you guys. I think this is it. Should be able to see that one on the screen in front of you. Maybe I need to take myself off screen, but I don't think I do. Do let me know in the comment section if you think otherwise, though. So that's exactly how it felt. I did ask you guys, like, at one point, it felt like they had zero shots at goal. So the stats, as they say, don't lie. So this is how we're looking at halftime. Attempts at goal for the host nation, the home side, Mexico. They have 10. I'm not really sure why this one is playing around with me. Let's go ahead and hit that once more. Should we just start this one from top? Because my screen for some reason decided to refresh itself. So in terms of attack and possession, it pretty much does paint the picture as it relates to stats. So possession wise, 100% possession for the host. For the visitors, 0. You heard that one correct. Goals scored. You already know this one, but in case you're just jumping onto the live stream, it is 1-0 to the host, right? And that obviously means that one goal was conceded by the visitors. Now, if we look at the attempts at goal, it says here 10 for the host, 2 for the visitors. On target, 2 for the host, 1 for the visitors. Off target, Mexico with 5. South Africa with 1. Attempts at goal inside the penalty area, 5 for the host, 1 for the visitors. Outside of the penalty area, 5 for the host, 1 for the visitors. So discipline, yellow cards apiece, they have 1 apiece. It's not bad. I thought we was gonna see more yellow cards there at certain period of the first 45. So as it stands, it is 1 apiece for the yellow cards. Fouls against, it is 5 for the host, 6 for South Africa. I actually thought South Africa would end up in the referee's book first, but it was actually the host nation finding himself in the referee's books first, from what I could see. Distribution as it relates to passes. 277 for the host, 205 for the visitors. Passes completed, 238 for the host, 175 for the visitors. Crosses, 7 for the host, 5 for the visitors. Crosses completed, 3 for the host, 0 for the visitors. And set plays, probably the closest it's gotten in terms of stats so far for the first 45. Corners, 2 for the host, 1 for the visitors. Free kicks, 7 for the host, 5 for the visitors, and obviously no penalties scored. Defending, own goals, 0 apiece. Forced turnovers, 9 for Mexico, 12 for South Africa. So as it stands, it is 1-0. I don't think we're going to see a deja vu scoreline come full time. I can't see that happening. I'll be shocked. I'll be real with you. I'll be shocked if it ends 1-1 as it did back in 2010. Do let me know if you disagree with that one. But the way it's looking, not just the stats, you can look into the stats and read into the stats if you wish, but the eye test don't lie. And I can't see one. Perhaps they can peg them back and find the equalizer, but I can't see Mexico not having enough in their chamber to get the all-important 3 points. Do let me know if you disagree with that one in the comment section. So that is how we are looking. I think I'm going to take this one off screen. I did say to you guys I want to touch on some matters elsewhere. So let me dive into this one before it slips my mind, because it probably will. So, as I said, you guys would have heard boos at various periods of the first 45. I'm just watching some replays of the chances created, and also the goal through the legs of the goalkeeper scored by the Colombian born Julian. He's now what you call a national hero. And I'm sure he's going to get a hero's welcome. He's already on home soil when he leaves that stadium. I'm sure at full time, when he's going through that tunnel, he's going to be getting a hero's welcome. So as I said, coming into the game, coming into the opening match, there's just plenty to talk about. I think the last thing I said to you guys as it relates to off the field comments relates to the question there that was asked by the BBC editor Dan Roran. So I'm going to try and see if I can find a footage there to play for you guys with regards to the question and also the answer given by the president. Probably won't come as a surprise. It probably won't come as a surprise from him. So I won't ruin what was said. Instead, I'm gonna try and find it. I've got so many tabs open though, so it's a little bit difficult to locate what's what. I also need to talk about Haiti before I close off. So do remind me to speak about Haiti before I close off. All right. So let's go ahead and listen to the FIFA president. What I do need to do is bring that up on screen for you guys and go ahead and press play. Also, perhaps I think I need to mute my mic so that there's no interference. Do let me know if you can hear, if you can't hear what's being said on the screen in front of you. All right, let me go ahead and mute my mic.
Told he can't enter the United States, sent back home, accused of having links with suspected terror organizations. We have Mexico having to change their training, Iran having to change their training base here to Mexico. We have fans and journalists from a number of countries who aren't able to attend this World Cup because of travel bans or visa restrictions. You yourself have said in the past how important it is to have freedom of movement at a global event like this. You've said how inclusive it is, how welcoming it is as well. Are you embarrassed, therefore, by what actually has come to pass? And do you have to accept that you've lost some control of your own tournament here?
Thanks for you're from BBC. BBC. In 2035, I think, we hope, the Women's World Cup will be in the UK, right? Still needs to be a decision, but looks like. Would you find it normal that FIFA would dictate to the British government who to let in the country and who not to let in the country? I don't know. Maybe you find it normal. I would like, personally, on the other side, the reality of the matter is that in every country there are governments. Try to get into the UK, into Germany, into Switzerland without a visa. Try to get a visa if you are from a certain country. It's not easy, that's what I want to say. It's not easy when you have 300,000 accredited people, majority of which from outside of the US, to process them, to vet them. You don't know, unfortunately, our world is, a very aggressive world, and security goes above everything, and you need to respect the decisions which are taken. And when I say to chill, I don't mean to chill and do nothing. I mean to trust us, that we are working behind the scenes, we are trying to understand, and there are things we can know, things we cannot know, things we are told, things we are not told. And we always try to make the situation as positive as possible and to find solutions. Sometimes we manage, other times not. I think it has already been successful to bring Iran to play in America. I don't know who would have managed to do that. And of course, everyone here believes it's the right thing to do. But, again, we don't live on the moon, we live on planet Earth, and you have to deal with different situations. We try to do our best. We try to do our best. Thanks, and I hope we'll have some good news.
Gentlemen.
It's strange, isn't it? It's like, when someone is asked a difficult question and they just go on and on, but you don't get an answer to your question. That's how it sounded the first time I listened to it. And even the second time I listened to it, it's like, did you actually answer the question? Because you are the FIFA president. So surely whatever you say goes, right? Surely if he believes that what is going on with regards to, visa issues, especially one of the biggest story as it relates to one of the best referees, not just where Africa is concerned, but just globally, where he was basically sent on his marching orders and not allowed to enter the United States. You would think that he could just jump in and just say, okay, no, that is wrong. Reverse the decision and allow him to enter the country, because isn't that what football is all about? Just allowing the world into your country. That's why it's called a World Cup. It's supposed to be welcoming for all. It's supposed to be uniting the nation. It's sports biggest competition, and it doesn't get much bigger than that. So it just sounds like a lot of words that's being said, but it's not really saying much. I don't know what you guys make of that, but that is how it came across. Do let me know what you guys make of what the president had to say. FIFA president Gianni Infantino in the comments section. And one of the stories that actually sprung to mind as I was listening to what he was saying was dating back to 2023, where we can see where he they did get involved at that point. And obviously I'm referring to what you guys can see on the screen here in front of you. FIFA sorry, Indonesia stripped of right to host U20 World Cup. Yes, it's not a like for like comparison, but it just goes to show that if FIFA want to put their foot down and say, no, that is wrong. Football is supposed to be for all, especially when you have been given the privilege to host a World Cup, sports biggest competition. You should just do what is expected of you, which is to welcome the world into your country. So it does say here on the screen in front of me, FIFA has stripped Indonesia of hosting rights for the U20 World Cup. The decision follows the cancellation of the official draw for the tournament, which was due to be held in Bali last Friday. The Football Association of Indonesia said FIFA was forced to cancel the draw of the Bali's governor refused to host the Israeli team. So it's quite intriguing, isn't it, in terms of the outcome of those situations there that we're looking at. I'm pretty sure you guys are aware of all the ongoing stories, and the biggest one there as it relates to the 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 refusal of the visa for Omar Artan. But some good news have come out in the last maybe 5+ hours. I'm gonna try and see if I can switch my screen here for you guys. It doesn't make up from the fact that he's not, from what it's worth, for what's been reported so far, still haven't been given the green light to enter the United States, which is, I can't find the right words, because if I do, my channel will probably get taken down. So let's go ahead and bring that one up on screen for you guys. I'm not sure if you guys could see any of what I just had on screen previously, but anyways, let's go ahead and look at this one here from the UEFA website. It does say here in the headline, top African referee Omar Artan to officiate 2026 UEFA Super Cup after being unable to participate in the FIFA 2026 World Cup. Obviously, the biggest of them all in terms of the stage, and it's not just about it looking great on your CV or your resume. It's the fact that he's worked his ass off to be there, and he deserved to be there. He deserved to be part of a historic moment. It's not the same, no disrespect to the Super Cup. They don't compare, but it is great to see UEFA stepping in. I've been reading a couple comments online pertaining to why people think UEFA stepped in, but before the second half gets underway, let me just read this one here to you guys. It said the 34-year-old Arten has been on the FIFA international list since 2018 and was named CAF's best men's referee of the year in 2025. Following discussion with its sister confederation, UEFA has today appointed Somali referee Omar Artan to officiate the 2026 UEFA Super Cup, which will take place on the 12th of August in Salzburg between UEFA Champions League winners Paris Saint-Germain and Europa League winners Aston Villa. Despite his young age, Artan has established himself as one of the top referees, and has been on the FIFA international list, as I stated previously, since 2018. Among the most notable matches he has officiated is the second leg of the 2025-2026 CAF Champions League final. In recognition of his performance, he received the CAF Men's Referee of the Year. So it doesn't make up for the fact that what's going on is totally unacceptable. And those guys across the pond shouldn't be allowed to do that. Like, they should not be allowed to do that. As I said, he's earned his stripe, he's earned his merit to be there, and he should be allowed to just get on with his job. But as they say, it's you have some people that say, politics don't belong in football, and those type of people, you really and truly have to stay away from them, don't you? So let's get back to the second 45. I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of a update there as it relates to what's going on, where Amar is concerned, because I'm sure you guys have been all across that story, but probably didn't know the latest as it relates to the breaking news that came some hours ago from UEFA. I'm happy for him, but it still doesn't compare. Super Cup does not compare to the World Cup. He should be allowed to just do his job. He's not a terrorist. He's not going there to cause harm. He's not going there to hurt people. He's going there to do his job. So he should be allowed to do exactly that. Nevertheless, back over to the game. Just 1 minute into the second half. Just to remind you guys of the scoreline, it is the host nation Mexico out in front, twisting up myself there, with a goal that was scored by Julian inside the 9th minute. So an early goal, different to what we saw in 2010 at the World Cup, which was then hosted by brighter start, brighter starts. Julian's feeling himself, isn't he? Going for something there from the distance, but that wasn't going to trouble Williams. Definitely was not going to trouble Williams. Big ups to you. I hope you are well. I hope you've also hit the like button. What do you make of the game so far? What's your advice to South Africa? Early days. Let's see if they can pull themselves together and find something to clinch an equalizer. Can't see them winning this one, but funny. Football is a funny game, but see them winning this one. I think it's going to be the host securing the all-important 3 points on the opening day. And who's actually able to who's privileged enough to be able to watch the FIFA Men's World Cup? Who's got tickets to the game? Anyway, if you got tickets to the game, do enjoy for both of us. Let me try and turn myself down. I'm sounding really loud. You go ahead and enjoy that one for both of us. Surely gonna be he's done enough. No, think it's gonna be a penalty. Oh my god, no! Referee! Come on, ref. The red card. Ah. South Africa are down to 10 men. Harsh. Watch that one back on replay. The last man, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, ref, come on, I get it, but come on. I think he was trying to come across the player. Well, it looks as if the hosts have been awarded a penalty, and for the time being, looks like South Africa are going to be seeing red. But the ref did pull out his red card. Can't see that one being overturned. Looks like we got Jimenez stepping up to take the. Oh, it's actually. Oh, okay. So it didn't point to the penalty spot. It's just outside the penalty spot. So it's not a penalty. Okay, thank God. My apologies if I scared the South Africans there. One's got their phones out. Just enjoy the moment. Just outside the box here, guys. Just at the. He's gonna take this one. I think is it Jimenez? Did he walk away from it? I think no, Raul Jimenez. He took it, but the wall did its job. Ah, that's a shame. He saw red. So that's the game plan change. That's the could he not? I mean, I understand the reason why, but come on, ref. Did well the first 45. The wall definitely did its job. So South Africa have to they have to come up with plan C. Plan A didn't work. Plan B, you're now down to 10 men. Ah. What do you guys make of that? Do you guys Yes, you're going to consider the laws of the game, but what do you guys make of that? Red card? Uptown is saying red card, big ups to you. Red saying no red. He made the foul. The boss, they don't have a choice, do they? They're gonna have to do exactly that. They're gonna have to do exactly that. They wanna create history. They spoke a lot about wanting to create history in terms of being able to go on and exit the group stage, which is obviously something that they're desperate to do, given what's happened on previous occasions where the World Cup is concerned. It's gonna take something. It's gonna take a miracle for them to turn this one around. Feel for them. Bafana play like reggae boys. They even look like us. Well, Africa runs through our blood, doesn't it? So I feel for them. Ref. Come on. Come on, ref. You know, I'm gonna close this tab down because it's confusing me. It's not doing what I want it to do, sis. I'm gonna have to close it down. For a second, I actually thought he pointed at the penalty spot, which obviously would have been even worse, but it's just outside the box. So red card there for Yaya. Feel for him, but first red of the FIFA 2026 World Cup. So there goes plan. If that was plan B, there goes plan B going down the drain. Now you have to move to plan C or maybe even plan D. You what, if I support South Africa, the way they were speaking leading up to this game, they probably would have had me sold if I was new to watching South Africa, that is. Maybe if you're a South African fan, been there, done that, you know what your team is all about, isn't it? It's so funny. I think it's I can't see my comment section at the moment, but I think it's that said they look and play like the reggae boys. And what a comparison, because there's another comparison. South Africa made their FIFA men's debut back in France 1998. That's the only point that you can laugh and compare, because look at them and look at where we're at. Waited 16 years to go back to football's biggest stage. We're looking at a come 2030, 30-year wait. So we can laugh, but not too tough, right? We can laugh, but not too tough. They want to create history, all for history, and I wish everyone the best of luck, especially when my country isn't involved. Why wouldn't I want you to create history? It's not like it's going to affect me. Not going to affect me, is it? So I wouldn't mind if they manage to create history where the group stage is concerned. So first World Cup back in they've got a substitution here, Foster coming off. That is for South Africa. So they've got their first substitution. Just kind of lost train of thought of what I was saying here, guys. Let's try and see if I can get back that team sheet there up on screen for you guys. I think that's what I was supposed to do. Let me try and see if I can bring that team sheet back up on screen here for you guys. Where is it? See if I can bring that one back up for you guys. Is that it? So many tabs that it's so hard to know what's what. Okay, let's just go for this one. Okay, it is. So yeah, that is how we're looking. Talente is the player there that came on, my apologies, for Foster. Okay, so let me just go back to what I was saying. Hopefully you guys can see that on the screen in front of you. If you can't do, let me know and I'll try and see if I can make some tweaks my end. Maybe take myself off screen so I can make that one bigger for you guys. So full World Cup. So as I said, we can have a little giggle, but perhaps not. Have a little giggle, but perhaps not. They've been to 4 World Cups now, right? Prior to that, a 16-year wait. So they went to 98, 2002, 2010. We all know 2010. They definitely went there because they were the host. You got Mexico gearing up to take a free kick. Looks like it's getting a little bit handsy inside the box there. Let's see what happens with this free kick. Right. Oh, yeah, so as I said, as it relates to the visitors, they've been to the 98 World Cup, 2022, 2010 as the host, and now the 2026 World Cup. And they do want to see if they can make it out of the groups stage, because that is pretty much where their journey starts and ends, if history has anything to do with it. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. But for the time being, it's not looking good for them, is it? A red card. Started both 45 so poorly. I still don't think that should have been a red card. No people can say but still, I felt that the referee done a good job in the first 45 with regards to cards distribution. But I think I also said at some point he's just going to be handing out cards, isn't he? Because that's kind of how it looked, how it felt. We all debuted in 98. Yeah. I mean the biggest one that we can't compare ourselves to is Japan, isn't it? Yeah, we're a shame. Crystal, you think we should try and get get a slot in the AFCON competition? No, I don't. I don't think so. I wouldn't like the idea. I know, because I think it's very cheeky of us to think that we should be playing in AFCON, considering that we are from the Caribbean and we belong to CONCACAF. And I think it's very cheeky of any of our. I know some of the fans believe that we are better than some of the African nations, and funny enough, the ones they say we're better than, they have kicked our teeth in. So I know some fans of the perception, context or no context, that we're better than Nigeria, for example, but AFCON belongs to them and we should stay where we're at and focus on ourselves. Focus on ourselves. But no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Red card 1-0, very good 60 minutes. Yeah, it has been. Like I said, I've enjoyed the opening match so far. Got a feel for the South African goalkeeper though. Definitely got a feel for him. Looks like Kwane is coming on with Adams coming off. Yeah, that red card means they have to, like I said, go with their plan B or their plan C. See what they can come up with. I'm hoping they can get an equalizer. I wouldn't mind a blockbuster end. I wouldn't mind an equalizer and either side finding the winning goal in the latter stages of the game, or maybe even inside 90 plus minute. Why not have a bit of chaos? And we can go as guests to help with the process of development. You mean help them with their development? I think it'll be African nations helping us with our development. Is that what you mean? So you want to be invited? I don't know. I'm not really feeling that. I think we have too many big-headed fans. Not you, but I think we have too many big-headed fans that just assume that just because we're Jamaica that we're better than the teams in AFCON. And I don't agree with that. We've watched AFCON. Did you watch the last AFCON? I don't think you don't want no smoke, you don't want no smoke. We're better off staying where we're at. Find a different way to develop ourselves. I don't fancy being invited to AFCON. Yeah, I don't fancy that. And they don't need us. It's not like they need us to sell games. I mean, AFCON's good on its own. They don't need our presence. They're good without us. Definitely good without us. We've got one of the South Africans here on the deck. Let's see what happens. See if I can catch this one on replay. You guys want me to? I don't trust this website at all, so let me not bring it up. I was gonna bring it up, but let me not. I don't bloody well trust it. It's got a mind of its own, so let's not. Well, he's back up on his feet, so seems like he's all right. I didn't even catch his name, but he's back up on his feet. That was a little bit too rushed there. Good idea, but rush and too much power on it as well. Tyler enjoying the occasion. Did I miss Tyler and also Burna Boy's performance? I thought they said it was going to be opening report of the opening act. I didn't see them, which is a shame because that's why I wanted to watch the opening ceremony. Didn't see them. That's a shame. Did you know the nickname came from AFCON? Yes, I know. Yes, I do know. I do know they connected it to reggae music, didn't they? Yeah, they connected it to reggae music. Like I said, the roots and the connections are there. And if you've been following my channel for a very long time, I'm sure you would have heard me said I think we should be playing more. We should build a relationship with Africa, both on the men's program and also the women's program. I get what you're saying, but I just don't think we should be invited to AFCON. But hey, if we get invited, am I saying no? Am I going to support it? Absolutely. Good idea. To split the defense there, but that one got sniffed it out. Yeah, look, if we get invited, then obviously I'll back us, but I think we go to AFCON, they're gonna pump our face in. Mexico look like they're going for a double change. Chavez and Mora coming on. We've got what do you want to call it? Big chairs. Let's see if I can refresh my screen to see the players there that just so Brian went off. He does look like a Brian, doesn't he? Brian definitely looks like a Brian, and Chavez is on. I could assume that was a double substitution. I can't see the other subs. As soon as I can see it, I'll bring it up on the screen in front of me. See if I can do a little refresh. Okay, so Mora in, Alvaro out. Yeah, Brian definitely looks like a Brian. If you've not hit the like button, what are you waiting on? Please do go ahead and hit the like button. 6 minutes on the clock. It is the whole nation. Mexico out in front, thanks to their star at the moment. They've got a few stars, don't they? Where he is the star at the moment, this present moment in time. They're on the attack. Oh, there we go. Another star. There we go. Jimenez at the doubles. At the double. Love that. Love that. Love that. He must be drenched in emotions. What a time to score your World Cup goal. What a time to score your World Cup goal on home soil. Oh, bless him, he's emotional. He's emotional. Raul Jimenez, God bless you. What a moment to score your World Cup goal. Look at that, man. Number 9. Nice little header. Love that. Love that. Thumping header. 2-0. Oh, God bless him. When you know his stories, it's hard not to be happy for him, isn't it? Oh, God bless him. Everyone's just surrounding him. Everyone's surrounding him. That's an emotional moment. Did say that they've got more than one stars, and up steps one of their biggest stars. I think we're going for a little hydration break. 2-0. I like that. Different waves of emotions. Different waves of emotions there, with the first goal being scored by Julian and also Raul scoring the second goal. But bless them both. I like that. Where's my little Mexican subscriber? He's gone quiet on us. Your country's out 2 goals to the good. I know you moved the goalpost. I think you went from 3-1 or 3-0 to 5-0. That's how we rep that's how you rep your country. Exactly, exactly. I felt the emotions coming from him. I felt the emotions coming from him. Stick that one on replay. So that is goal number 46 for Raul Jimenez. Oh, delightful finish. Williams he's been good despite the first goal being conceded. He's been good after that point. But that goal wasn't going to be stopped, was it? Jota, may his soul rest in peace. You'll never walk alone. Yeah, I think his country is definitely one of the dark horses. Oh, I didn't realize you're a Liverpool fan. You're a Liverpool fan? Saying that's a Jota type of goal. May his soul rest in peace. God bless his family. If you have not hit the like button, what are you waiting on? We're looking at sport. I'm so excited. We are looking at sports biggest party. 17 minutes on the clock. It's Mexico. They have gotten the party started. They've set the tone. It's a tone setter. It's a tone setter. It's good for an opening match, isn't it? a goal apiece scored in both halves. First 45, that one belonged to Julian with his goal finding the back of the net. That was gifted to him by the South African goalkeeper, Williams. And we had a sharp header, bullet header from Jimenez. Happy, delighted for both of them. And representation absolutely matters, my friend. Perseverance, not giving up on yourself. Both of those goals represent so many different moments in life. It's hard not to like it. And as someone said in the comment section, it is CONCACAF that we're dealing with where Mexico is concerned. So they kind of get our support, don't they? Because of my Mexican supporters, it's hard for me not to like Mexicans. It's hard for me not to like Mexico. I know we've got our little rivalry on match day, but yeah, it's hard to not like them. Pimp needs sick that you're not going to get me in trouble. You are not going to get me in trouble, my friends. I hope you're well. Hope you're in good health. Thank you so much to you guys there. That one is offside for joining my live stream. It's only match day one, but we know what South Africa have on their cards, isn't it? They want to create history at this World Cup by exiting the group stage. We've seen what's happened on all the other occasions where they have participated in the FIFA Men's World Cup, and they want to change things. Well, they have their work cut out for them as things stand. It looks as if they're going to be taking the L on match day one. Mexico on the attack. He bodied him. He blocked him. Referee said there's nothing wrong with it. I don't understand. Let's see. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, that's that's a good tackle. On replay, yeah, that's a good tackle, but I'm not even gonna compare it to what we saw in the red card, but yes, good tackle. Good decision from the referee. As I was saying, guys, they got their work cut out. They've got their work cut out. They have got their work cut out if they want to not add to what they've already created in terms of their history at the group stage. 16 years on from their last FIFA men's appearance. Did he not get a card for that? Didn't he just elbow him? No penalty kick, too soft. Well, you know what? Uptown, I think to me it did look like a penalty. Considering what I saw for the red card, I did think, okay, the referee's going to point to the penalty spot. Just kind of comes across and like bodies him a bit, which is part of the game. But you never really know in football these days, right? You never really know what's acceptable and what's not. Take your chances if you must. Massive thank you to those of you who have hit the like button. And if you're watching it back on replay, maybe even now in the comment section, let me know if you want us to do more live watch along. It's my first FIFA men's live watch along. As I said, usually you only do the World Cup watch along, I should say, for the men's team. And had my country qualified, obviously we would have done quite a few content on them, but they didn't. So do let me know if you want us to do more live watch alongs for the duration of the tournament. Got plenty, loads of matches to choose from. So if you've got any match in mind, do let me know, and I will bring myself back in front of you guys, sitting here and doing the live watch along with you guys. It's almost what, 9:45 my end. Feels so weird watching football at this time. International football, that is. So Alvarez is gearing up to come on. Alongside Gonzalez, Raul Jimenez coming off. Other big chairs. We've got a couple substitutions there on the screen in front of you. Gonzalez coming on for Jimenez. Alvarez on for Eric. So we're steadily approaching the 80th minute. Like I said, I think it would have been a miracle. It would take a miracle to turn this one around. And I think I'm going to stand by my guns. Can't see South Africa turning this one around. Not even a consolation goal. Be good for their fans, but can't see how they're going to drum that one up. It's just flat when it comes to chances created from them, isn't it? Please do make sure you hit that like button. It does not cost you a penny. Go ahead and hit the like button. This one's coming to an end gradually. So far, no one has got the score predictions right. I don't know if you've gotten the score predictions right just yet. Unless South Africa is going to pull up something special for us. Please put the score on the screen. Can't you see the screen? Can't you see the score? You want to see the score? Okay, let's zoom in for you. You asked nicely and politely, so why not? How's that? Is that better for you? How's that? Is that better? Looks better on my screen, so good suggestion. You are good for something, can't you? Julian, the big man, the tone setter, he's going off. Claps for him. We've got to give him a little clap there, guys. Mr. Tone setter. I love it. You know, I'm not used to seeing dark-skinned Mexicans. That's why I love the fact that he scored the first goal, because I'm very much big on representation. To all the dark-skinned Mexicans out there, what a moment for you all. That's your boy. And Jimenez, he's loved by everyone, isn't he? He's loved by everyone. I think it's one of those plays there that you just can't dislike, right? Trevor could definitely be these kids' dad comfortably. What is he? Is he like 40? What's he? 46 now, maybe nearing 50? And I think for the likes of himself and also Ronaldo, Messi, surely final dance, right? Surely has to be final dance. You're saying it's perfect. You are a superstar. You are a pimp named Slick Back says all is good, all is well until he scores on Jamaica. Who is that? Jimenez and or Julian or both? Look, I just don't think you can dislike Jimenez. I've never met anyone that dislikes him. Maybe if you're a United fan, there was a point where Wolves were a pain in the ass for United, right? There was a time when they were just pumping them up for fun. So perhaps if you're United, or maybe even that, it's probably just not that deep. It's more frustration. If anyone they hate has to be the legend, Liverpool legend, the Egyptian king. I know they definitely hate that man. For obvious reasons. Oh, Raul. Okay. Raul. Raul. It's a good match, guys. It's a good match. I'm not disappointed that I decided to tune into this one with you guys rather than watching it by myself. Definitely not disappointed. I enjoyed it. 80 minutes on the clock. Almost home and dry. And South Africa, they have not troubled them at no given points throughout this match so far, have they? Not troubled them at all. CR7 have one more run, LOL. Run? I don't think run, he has run in him. Greatest, one of the greatest of all time, no doubt, but what's he doing? I'm seeing him point. Is he going to the monitor? Why is he going towards the VAR? Here we go. Why is the ref going towards the VAR, guys? Oh, Lord. Looks like we're another red card. Oh, come on. That can't be a red card. It's one of the Mexican players. He backs into him. He's trying to be a little bit cute and clever to stop the player from running into the box. But come on. If you give a red card for that, that's a joke. Come on, we've seen worse in football. This is football. What are they looking at? Oh, oh, he did hit him in the face, didn't he? Okay. He hit him in his face. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Full red card. Joke. You deserve that. Why are you giving the referee the chance to do this to you? You're not serious. So it's a red card. You're not serious. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. I can't believe what I'm seeing. That's a joke. Initially, I didn't see it. So that's a good spot. But I didn't see the hand to the face. So it's 2 red cards. Why would you lose your head? Aren't you supposed to be the oldest man on the pitch for your team? Jeez, I feel sorry for him. Again, I didn't see it at first glance, so I wouldn't have given a red. I don't think I would have given either red cards if I'm being completely honest with you. It's harsh. I think the first one is even harsher. The second one, you've given them a reason, although I still think it's harsh. But again, why would you make such a decision? You know the referee's right behind you. He's close to you. Head's gone. Head's gone. So it's being described as a hit to the face. It's being described as a hit to the face. Again, I didn't see it at first glance. Just thought he kind of tried to stop the player from making the run, but it's being described as a hit to the face. And 2 red cards. South Africa not making it out of this group. Yeah, I mean, they came into the tournament wanting to do exactly that, wanting to create history. That was what they wanted to do, exit the group. So I'm disappointed with I'm disappointed with the second red card. Really disappointed with the second red card. It just seems like they're going to be one of those teams that the only thing they can do is just group stage, group stage, group stage. I say the only thing is better than my country, isn't it? It's better than my country. Best performance at the World Cup from 98 to it's too soon to say the present, but 98, 2002, and 2010 group stage. Tyler and South Africa singing. Oh Jesus. Oh my gosh. Who you got in this group? Mexico being one of them. I need to go back and look at the group again, but yeah, definitely. I'm sorry, I've just lost train of thought. I can't believe red cards. Come on, man. Um I want to hear if they're going to speak a little bit more about the second red card, because obviously commentators are fed information, aren't they? And I also want to see this one back on replay again. Well, it's definitely not deja vu. It's not deja vu. Maybe the South Africans were hoping for a deja vu, but it's far from that. It's not deja vu at all, not even close. It's going to be harder for them, isn't it? What plan are they going to go with now, considering they came into this tournament with such a poor run of form where practice matches are concerned? And yes, I understand that for players, for some of the players, it was a case of they're not reading too much into it because it is practice matches, and the idea behind practice matches is to fine-tune yourselves. Nevertheless, they still came into the tournament on a poor run of form, also drawing 1-1 to Jamaica, a Jamaica side that is vastly inexperienced. So yeah, I think I can't see them exiting the group, unfortunately. Who is your team? Who are you guys supporting in the comment section? What you guys supporting in the comment section? Ugh. Alvarez captain armband. Oh, man. This match has definitely gone by quickly. This one has gone by quicker than I expected here, guys, but thank you so much for blessing me with your time. The second match that's coming up is kicking off at 3 a.m. my time. Not even sure if I'm going to be up to watch that one, but it is kicking off at 3 a.m. my time. Saying yeah, they've got a fighting spirit about them, don't they? Korea, they've got a fighting spirit about them. Also like their Jesus Christ, another red card. This time it's Cesar Montes has been placed inside the referee's book. What's this one for? What's this one for? Ah, okay. The thing is, these red cards are so questionable. How is that a red card? I don't understand. Like, maybe I just don't get the game. How is that a red card? So it's rewarded in a right. So they're saying it's a red card for denying an obvious goal scoring opportunity. So they're doing it. They're doing it by the book, aren't they? They're doing it by the rule book. So it's a free kick. I guess if he awarded the free kick, the next thing people would say is, but he should also be sent off if it's a free kick. So that's 3 red cards. That wasn't on my bingo card. The referee's definitely playing it by the books, isn't he? Can you do the brackets, please? Yeah, I can do the brackets. I can bring up the brackets for you in a few. I think you was talking about South Korea, right? South Korea and Czech Republic. They've got their game coming on later on. For those of you there in the comment section that want to watch that one, we've got it's gonna lead to a consolation goal. 93 minutes on the clock, 7 minutes of added time. Huh. Fans aren't happy. They're booing the hell out of him. Sniffed it away. Nothing came off that free kick. See if Williams can hoof this one up top. He does, but that's headed away. Gone out for a throw-in. That was not on my bingo card. I did not expect that level of cards being given. I thought at some point in the early in the first half that yeah, he's going to start dishing out cards, but I assumed it would be yellow. That here that he's playing by the rule books. Oh, so 3 reds, 2-0, good game tactics. Everybody will get to play that travel with the team. I don't think it was game tactics from the teams, you know. I don't think that was game tactics from the teams at all. I did not see that one coming. 3 red cards. I still feel like the first one was soft. Second one, I'm annoyed because I'm just like, why would you do that? Why would you give the referee a decision to make? And the third one, yeah, I get it. You're doing it by the rule of the game. Chatty Chad says speed out everywhere we go. I'm surprised there isn't someone with a placard saying speed out in the spectators section. Three red cards. So that grabs the headline, doesn't it? That definitely grabs the headline. That one there grabs the headline there, my friend. If you're South African, you're gonna be feeling worst of the two, obviously. Yeah, I feel for you guys. But hey, at least you're at the World Cup, unlike some people's country, right? At least you're at the World Cup. Enjoy it. I've been there for 16 years. So we only got maybe a minute left of the additional minutes here, and Mexico home and dry with this one. 2 goals to the good, unless there is an additional goal being scored by them. South Africa not scoring, not going to put their names on this score sheet. I think that South Korea and Czech Republic's match going to be a good watch. I just don't know if I can hang on for that later on. That might require kicking back and maybe sipping on a Bailey's or something. So that is it. That's the full-time whistle gone. Hopefully you guys can't hear it in the background because I don't want to get a copyright violation. But I don't know about you guys, but I most certainly enjoyed that one. I definitely enjoyed that one. Not sure if you guys did as much as myself. I see what you guys are saying there in the comment section. Referee definitely set the tone with this game. You think so? You think so? I was enjoying that. Not so much towards the end when the cards kept on coming. 3 red cards in total. And you can pretty much see that on the screen in front of you. I may have to refresh this one. Do I have to refresh it? No, you can see the cards distributed on the screen there in front of you. Yaya with the first one inside the 50th minute, followed by his teammate Themba in the 84th minute, and Caesar, that is the Mexican, inside the 90 plus minutes. Red cards, 3 red cards. As I said, I did not imagine that that would be the case for the opening match, but my God, did I enjoy that. I actually think, I know one of you in the comment section is speaking about own setters. I think it was the whole nation set the tone despite the obvious red cards. I think they set the tone with that one. Julian getting the home side Mexico up and running inside the 9th minute. That's a goal there that was gifted to him by Williams, the South African goalkeeper, and it got better inside the second half with Raul Jimenez putting his name into the history books alongside his teammate Julian scoring inside the 67th minute. Take nothing away from the opening game. I don't think the red card should dampen the mood for those of you who have nothing to lose. Those are the neutrals out there. I don't think the red card, it definitely don't dampen my mood. But then again, I'm not Mexican and I'm not South African. For South Africa, you're obviously going to be feeling the worst. Now you definitely have to go back to the drawing board. I'm not sure what plan your gaffer is going to come up with, but he's going to have to go back to the drawing board. Interestingly, the confidence that I picked up on from the build up from the South Africa camp coming into this today's game, the opening match, that is, I didn't see it on the field of play at all. I'm going to try and see if we can look at some full-time stats before I close off, but I did not see the confidence that they carried coming into the game. Obviously, they felt that they that the pressure, the bulk of the pressure rests on the shoulders of the host nation, Mexico. And understandably so, because they are the host. They have a stadium that was close to sold out capacity, some 80 plus thousand spectators inside the Azteca. And obviously, when you're a host nation, you're going to be having an abundance on pressure on your shoulders for every game played, especially those games there that comes with the significance. It is the World Cup, it is the group stage, so every game comes with layers of significance. But when you're the host nation and you're up first as the opening act, it definitely does come with a weight of expectation. But you didn't pick up on that, did you? Maybe you guys did, but definitely didn't pick up on any pressure there from the Mexicans. Cool as you like. Cool as you like. And we didn't get the no deja vu finish in terms of the score lines, similar to the 2010 World Cup. Of course, as I said back then, it ended one apiece. On tonight's occasion, it is the Mexicans that came up clutch, putting away 2 goals past the South African side. Let me see what you guys are saying in the comment section. Red cards more than goals, new record, says Look, as I said, I wasn't expecting that one. There's a lot of talk about wanting to exit the group stage for the 2026 FIFA Men's World Cup. They do want to create a first ever, but it's going to take a monumental effort. It's going to take more than a bleep from South Korea and also Czech Republic for South Africa to live out their wildest fantasies and their wildest dreams and aspirations where their personal achievements is concerned. So you asked me to do something, and I'm trying to remember what is it you asked me to do before I close off on the live stream. I can't remember, for the love of God. So do remind me in the comment section before I close off, right? But I enjoy this one. It is the opening match. It is the Group A. As I said, you still have the South Korea and also Czech Republic game coming up in some hours time, so you can always try and tune into that one in your neck of the woods. Should be another good encounter. I do believe the Mexicans set the tone with this one, up and running. They produced a comfortable win, a comfortable win, a comfortable victory against their opponents. Nothing like the 2010 World Cup. 16 years on from their last World Cup, the visitors, South Africa, have to go back to the drawing board. They have work to do. Definitely did not imagine them picking up a red card, let alone 2. And more importantly, I did not imagine that tonight's game would end with 3 red cards handed out. 2 for South Africa, 1 for Mexico. Mexico clearly had a plan, didn't they? Out the blocks, got the early goal, went into halftime with a 1-goal lead, and then didn't take them long inside the second 45 to double the lead. And as I said, as it relates to those 2 goals there that was scored, it comes with different range of emotions and what it means to both of those players. As I've said, I've not seen a dark-skinned Mexican. No disrespect to the Mexicans out there, but I love my representation, and when I see it, I'm obviously going to speak about it. So Julian scoring the first goal, the Colombian born, that means a lot where representation is concerned. As I said, I imagine if you're Mexican, if you're dark-skinned Mexican, born in Mexico, or have any Mexican heritage, and you see Julian scoring the opening goal at the Azteca on football's biggest stage, the World Cup, surely that does something for you. You must be beaming with joy. You must be happy as a Larry, and you should be. And then there's the other side of that, from one star to another, one of the biggest stars, one of their biggest names in their history books, rich footballing history books, that is, up steps Raul Jimenez with a delightful header. What one do you guys like more? The goal that was scored from Julian through the legs of the goalkeeper, gifted to him by South Africa, or that thumping header from Raul Jimenez. As it relates to that goal there scored by Jimenez, wave of emotions, two different types of emotions. We all know the trials and tribulations of Jimenez and what happened to him in the past with regards to his head injury, and to bounce back from that, to have a flourishing career at club level, and now to score at football's biggest occasion, the World Cup, on home soil at the Azteca. Football heritage, you cannot hate on it. I'm happy for him. I'm delighted for him. Sorry to the South African fans out there. It wasn't your day. I'm not sure what game plan you guys came up with, but it had in mind, but you definitely didn't execute it. Nowhere near executing whichever game plan your gaffer set aside for you. Empty chamber, no bullets in the chamber, nothing to fire, nothing to offer. Back to the drawing board. Hey, I'm back. I was stuck in a work meeting. Oh, so you're at work looking at the game with cool head. It was a brilliant performance. Mexico really faces a weaker opponent than South Africa, so they pretty much had to win. I think you stuck to your game plan. The game plan was you are the host. There was weight of pressure there naturally, and you did what you needed to do, which was to win the match, secure the all-important 3 points. So you did what you needed to do. It wasn't a high score line, but it is a clean sheet. Downside to that is that you probably missed that one there, that you also have a red card. Caesar, you can see there on the screen in front of you, picked up a red card. Referee's not playing around, says Uptown. Michael Brown says, I wonder what was South Africa hiding in the game. Reggae Boys friendly. You are so cheeky. You are so cheeky. Honestly, I don't see that team can make it to the top 8. Maybe Mexico finished in the top 16, but I don't think they'll go further than that. This is a big result. You guys are saying contrasting things in the comment section, which is kind of funny. They will make it to the round of 8, says Uptown. It's so funny. The Mexican is saying that he's not confident in his team, and the Jamaicans are saying, no, actually, you should be confident in your team. Your team's going to the quarterfinals. It's a range of opinions there in the comment section. Estadio Azteca is no joke. I asked at the start of my live stream, who do you guys think? Which other stadium do you guys think sits ahead, atop of the Azteca, right? Some legends have graced the Azteca, haven't they, in the past, as I've stated already. Pele being one of them, Maradona being one of them, legends of the game, footballing, greats footballing, football heritage. On top of that, the red card for Mexico is a big deal for the next game. Question, how the hell South Africa made this World Cup and Jamaica didn't? Because Jamaica will do what Jamaica does best, and Jamaica has a habit of beating Jamaica. We are so great at it. You don't need to come into the ring with boxing gloves. Don't worry. We will fist ourselves up for you. All you got to do is just stay there and wait for the what do you want to call it? What they called? What the people inside the boxing ring called? What's their name? Tell me in the comment section. Those guys that holds your hands up when you have obviously won your fight. That's all you gotta do, is just stay in the ring. You ain't gotta do nothing. We'll fight ourselves for you. That's what Jamaica does best. RR says that he is biased. Is that biased towards Mexico because it's CONCACAF? I'm assuming so, right? I'm assuming that's what you mean. But yeah, I don't know what they were hiding with the game against Jamaica. Definitely don't know what they were hiding with the game against Jamaica, because I couldn't see it. I think we all were under the illusion that they're playing their cards close to the chest, right? Hence them saying they want to play behind closed doors, because their opening match is a massive encounter against one of the co-hosts. And so they didn't want to give much away. But how much could you conceal in that game against Jamaica if all your other games were televised? I'm assuming their other friendlies were televised, or fans could watch them in some capacity. compared to the Reggae Boys match? How much could you shield? What could you change that would be so significantly different to your prior results? That's what I would like to know. But they are off on the back foot. They start their World Cup campaign off on the back foot. First time coming back to football's biggest stage since 2010, when they obviously hosted the FIFA Men's World Cup in South Africa. So far, it's not a memorable occasion for them. JFF chose 500,000 in players' sales, over 500 million in World Cup merch and endorsements. Blacks win. You're confusing me. What are you talking about, So you said you want me to do something for you, right? Is it the results? You want to look at the table? I think you want to look at the table. Correct me if I am wrong. Is this what you want to look at? I think this is what you want to look at, right? So as you can see, there are 3 points in the back pockets for the host nation, Mexico. 1 match played, 3 points in their back pocket, and an all-important clean sheet despite the red card. 1 red card from Mexico, and also 2 red cards for South Africa. For the time being, they sit at the bottom of their table. The next match is coming in some hours' time. South Korea taking on Czech Republic. That is Group B. You can also cast your eyes on that's Group A, my apologies. You can also cast your eyes on Group B. We got our neighbors, our friends, Canada. They're in Group B. Bosnia, Qatar, and Switzerland in Group C. I know a lot of you are going to be following Group C. We've also got our Caribbean brothers in Group C, the Haitians, Haiti. They are in Group C. And they'll be facing off against the likes of Brazil, Morocco, and Scotland. Group D consists of more neighbors. It's just neighbors everywhere. 3 automatic qualifications, and still we could not qualify. USA, Paraguay, Australia, and Turkey. They hold up Group D. Group E consists of Curacao. Big ups to Curacao. Germany, Ivory Coast, and Ecuador. Best of luck to Haiti and Curacao and all the other CONCACAF nations. Hopefully you guys can go a long way. Group F is Netherlands, Japan, Sweden, and Tunisia. Group G, Belgium, Egypt, Iran, and New Zealand. Group H, Spain. I do want to watch Cape Verde. I do want to watch them. Their country just looks so beautiful. That's another country there I wish I could visit, but it all costs money, isn't it? Their group concludes with Saudi Arabia and Uruguay. Group I'm sure you guys are going to be watching this one. France and Senegal. I can't wait for that game. I cannot wait. That's going to be a heavyweight. That should be a really entertaining match. And Iraq and Norway complete Group I. Group J, Argentina, the reigning kings, the current holders of the crown. They'll be taking on the likes of Algeria, Austria, and Jordan. Are we going to see a surprise in Group J? So surprised at the 2022 FIFA Men's World Cup, didn't we? With Argentina being in the mix, and we saw what happened in the end. It's not about how you start, South Africa. It's about how you finish. Take inspiration from Argentina. Group K. Is this going to be their World Cup? Is it going to be finally at last from one of the greatest of all time? I see you guys, one of you in the comment section believe they can go all the way. That is Portugal. They'll be this could have been us. Curaçao's group could have been us. Group K could have been us. Big ups to Democratic Republic of Congo. Best of luck. Hopefully you guys are already doing DR Congo proud, and I'm sure you continue to do so. And they'll be taking on the likes of Uzbekistan and also Colombia. Colombia gave us one of the most iconic moments. We all saw when James Rodriguez burst onto the scenes. Those are the precious moments. That's what the World Cup is all about. Who's going to go from being the unknown to the known, the boy to the man? And Group L consists of England, Croatia, the Black Stars, and Panama. Who's the one supporting in the World Cup, mind you? I don't think you guys have told me who you're supporting in the World Cup. South Africa didn't play anything today. It was all Mexico. That's what I'm saying. Mexico did what they needed to do. 16 goal was better finish for me. I want you to do the brackets and who you predict to. And you want to keep me here all night. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to keep me here all night. I see exactly what you're trying to do. You're trying to keep me here all night. Just lost train of thought. So you're going with, you thought that that was the better finish. Okay. All right. So let's go back to I think France is gonna be in the final. Okay. I think France will be in the final. I don't know if you disagree with that. Yeah, I can't remember if you told me who you support, but I think France will be in the final. Spain, they're a good shout as well. Obviously, you can't dismiss Argentina, can you? Current holders of the crown, but it is hard to hold on to the crown, as we've seen. It's definitely hard to hold on to the crown. Jamaica watching. Well, good afternoon to yourself. What do you make of the first match, the opening match? Let me know in the comment section. Haiti will crash the party. Listen, Haiti, I am firmly behind Haiti. Yeah, I'm back in Haiti. How can I not? How can we not support Haiti? We have to support Haiti. We have to load it up for Haiti. We have to send them our support. I'm going to be supporting them, and I know you guys will as well. Have you guys seen the latest on Haiti, by the way? I'm sure you guys have seen the latest on Haiti, right? I did say to remind me of Haiti before I close off on the stream, and thankfully, thanks to you guys there for dropping Haiti in the comment section. Was that you? I can't see the comment section at the moment. I think it might have been apologies if it isn't. I'm just always blaming you for something because you're the one that talks the most at me. Apologies if it wasn't whoever it was, thank you. Can't see the comment section at the moment. So hopefully you guys can see this one on the screen in front of you. If you can't see it, don't worry. I have you covered. Another breaking news that came some hours ago. It says here Haiti have agreed to change both their home and away World Cup kits after they were told by FIFA that the Caribbean nations shirts had been deemed political. You guys have seen the design, right? On the Haitian kits. Anyways, let's continue. The design contained an image of several freedom fighters raising the country's flags based on the final battle of the Haitian Revolution, which freed the island's inhabitants from slavery under French rule. So they've had to go back and change their kits, right? And you had a spokesperson from the Haitian team, which basically spoke to the Athletic and told the Athletic that FIFA deemed the shirt was political. FIFA deeming the shirt was political was a misinterpretation. But they had asked the kit manufacturers to amend the kits. It sucks, doesn't it? Because I do like the design, and that's a kit that I wish I could get my hands on. I definitely like the design of the Haitian kit. If anyone knows where you can buy the kits, do let me know. I've been trying to shop around. I trust that it should still be available for fans. It's just that the players can't wear the kit because well, rules are the rules, basically. Is that what they're saying? Rules are the rules, right? FIFA have stepped in and they cannot wear it because it is too political. Enter with your flags. So no surprise is a He's a Brazil fan. Doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me. Let me try and see if I can get something up. Does not surprise me there. You still haven't told me if you who you support at club level, but it's good to know that you support. Good to know that you're a Brazil fan. It's to be expected with the majority of Jamaicans, isn't it? It's definitely to be expected. You ought to be having a laugh. I'm looking at the brackets, and if I sit here, this is gonna take me a time. I think this is something that we have to do. Maybe round of 16. Really wants us. Let me go ahead and switch my screens, guys. Really wants us to sit here and look at the brackets. You know, I got love for you, but come on, have a heart for me. I've been streaming for like over 2 hours. Look at what wants us to go through. Look at this. I'm hoping you guys can see on the screen in front of you. Look at what wants us to go through. What time is it? 10:27. I'm gonna go and say France in the finals. Who do you guys think is gonna go to the finals with France? I say France in the final. We're going for France and a Spain final. I'm putting France in the finals. You're not making it to the finals. You're not making it to the finals. I can't see you making it to the finals. France and paper, but ball don't play there. Have you seen France's team? Are you forgetting what happened over the last two World Cups? Are you forgetting their depth? How cheeky of you for a Brazilian fan. Feeling so sad seeing all the World Cup jerseys today and not able to wear mine. I mean, you can wear yours. Just hang your head in shame while you're wearing it. But you can definitely wear it. That was Portugal winning the World Cup this year. You think so? I've got Portugal as one of my underdogs. I'm not sure if you heard that at the start of the live stream, but I have them as one of my underdogs. So it may very well happen. May very well happen. Can't underestimate Spain though, right? You cannot underestimate Spain. What's everyone's chances? What does everyone think of England's chances? That's not me saying that they'll win it. I'm just asking what does everyone think of England's chances? My commentary seems like everything is being wrapped up. They finished that one quite sharp, didn't they? They did not sit around, they're not hanging about. They finished that one sharp, quick. So what do you guys make of England's chances? What do you make of England's chances at the World Cup? Every time there's World Cup in this country, things just turn sour. They make it so not even the players, because one thing I like about Gary Southgate is that he diversified the team. He diversified the team, but they make it hard to support them. I tell you that much. They make it hard to support them. And by them, I'm talking about the media. They make it so bloody hard to want to support England. Let's see what you guys are saying in the comment section. I'm gonna close off on this stream in a short while. Hell no, I have too much pride. Look, wear your shirt. I don't like wearing jerseys, otherwise I would have worn my jersey, but I don't like wearing jerseys, hence me not wearing mine. Yeah, I'm not a fan of wearing jerseys, which I've already told you guys about, right? I'm gonna love you and leave you in a few. LFC, my club, John Barnes, my icon. How did I not know this? How the hell how did I not know this? You've been following my page for my platform for God knows how long, unless you've told me and I completely forgot, which may very well be the case. You probably did tell me at some point and I forgot, right? It's not far-fetched. But I'm going to be loving you and leaving you guys in a short few. I might let this one roll out to 3 hours. See if I can go back and bring up that full-time score before I close off for you guys. Oh, I really wanted me to sit here and go through brackets at this hour of the night. There's just there's no rest for me, is there? Let's see who has the best graphics for this one. I'm not really liking this. This is my backup option. If not, we just work with this one. We may just have to work with this one. Um, One thing about this, the commentary that I'm listening to, it's heavily biased. Heavily biased. Um, so, okay. You know what? I don't actually like that one. I think, yeah, let's just go with this one instead. All right, guys, let's go ahead and look at some stats before I love you and leave you. Can you guys see this, or is RR gonna complain? RR's gonna complain that he can't see it, right? Let's take that one back off screen. I don't like it. Don't want RR complaining. See if I can give you guys something else. All right, let's try that again. Try that one again. If you guys haven't hit the like button, what are you waiting on? Make sure you hit that like button for me, please, and thank you. This is how we're looking for the stats. It does tell the picture, doesn't it? Stats don't lie. Look at that. Attempts at goal 16 for Mexico, 3 for South Africa, on target 4 for the hosts, 2 for the visitors, off target 8 for the hosts, 1 for the visitors, inside the penalty area 8 for the hosts, 1 for the visitors, outside the penalty areas 7 for the hosts, 2 for the visitors. In terms of discipline, well, we saw some discipline being handed out in the second 45. Wasn't on my bingo cards, definitely weren't on your bingo cards, neither your line if you said it was. Yellow cards, 1 for Mexico, 2 for South Africa. Red cards, 2 for the visitors, 1 for the host nation. Fouls against, it's quite close, this one. 12 for the host, 11 for the visitors. Offside, 1 for the host, 1 for the visitors. That's 1 apiece. Distribution as it relates to passes, 532 for the host, 341 for the visitors. Passes completed, 467 for the host, 280 for the visitors. Crosses, 9 for the host, 5 for the visitors. Crosses completed, 4 for the host, 0 for the visitors. And we can see the set plays, no penalties. At one point, I thought the referee had pointed to the penalty spot, but he didn't. It was just outside the box. Free kicks. This one was quite close. 13 for the visitors, 12 for the host. Corners, 3 for the host, 1 for the visitors. Forced turnovers, 24. The visitors, 13 for the host. And as I said, this one ends 2-0, thanks to the goals being scored there by Raul Jimenez and also Julian. Must be popping off in Mexico at the moment. I don't know. I'm not there. I would love to be there. I'd love to be in one of these host countries. Just to embrace the World Cup. It must be popping off. And as I said, if you guys are privileged to get your hands on some tickets, make sure you travel safe to and from on your journeys. If you guys have any questions, throw them my way before I close off on the show. Before I forget my manners, massive thank you to you guys for blessing me with a moment of your time. Actually, let me know what game you guys want me to do next, because then I will have something that I need to prepare for. If not, I'll just pick a game out of thin air. So let me know before I close off. I don't know if you guys want to look at the fixtures again, but let me know what games you guys want me to do next. All right. I don't mind coming back and doing like a World Cup game with you all. So let me know. Do you guys want to look at the list? Let's go ahead and look at the list quickly. Let me know. A lot of games being played this weekend. Give me a game, guys. Pick a game. Pick a game that you guys want me to do. For the love of God, do not say South Korea and Czech Republic. That's coming in some hours time. That's 3 a.m. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. my time, Canada, they're taking on Bosnia. You also have this weekend, that is, so Saturday through to Sunday, you've got USA, Paraguay, Qatar, Switzerland, Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, Scotland. So let me know what game you guys want me to cover, all right? Do you know, I thought today was Friday. Oh my God. Wow, I thought today was Friday. They say Thursday is the new Friday, so on okay. And Sunday we still have some more games being played on Sunday. Look at me. Some more games being played on Sunday. You've got Australia and Turkey, Germany and Curacao, Netherlands and Japan. What we're saying before we close off. It does feel like Friday, right? No, I'm not bugging. I was just like, I really thought tomorrow was Saturday. That is crazy. That is all right. So my little Mexican is saying, all right. All right. All right, I'm going to look into the fixture and pick a game for you guys. I completely forgot. I thought, all right, I'm gonna sit down and go through this list and see what games to do for you guys. If you're watching it back on replay, do let me know what game you guys want me to cover, to do a live watch along. I've definitely enjoyed this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it also, but I've definitely enjoyed giving you guys this live watch along. And also thank you for rocking with me for over 3 hours. We created history, guys. It's not just us that created history. Raul Jimenez also created history. And South Africa is on the wrong side of history. Right? So I'm going to be back with you guys. I'm going to be back with you guys between now and Friday and the weekend. Just need to figure out what games I want to cover for you guys, and I'll be back. All right. If you've not hit the like button, please do go ahead and hit the like button. It does not cost you a penny. I know someone wanted me to discuss the Reggae Girls, but I don't think we need to talk about the Reggae Girls right now. We're going to have to talk about them at a later date. All right. I would come back later on and talk about them, but I don't know. I think you guys are in a World Cup mood. I don't think much of you want to talk about them. Maybe just a few of you, but not the majority. So I'm going to close off. Love you and leave you. I am going to get myself settled for the next match to come. And yeah, I will see you guys in a few on your way out. Please make sure you hit the like button. Big ups, big up, big ups to Mexico, Julian, and also Raul Jimenez. 2 delightful goals. Let me know which goal was your favorite. Is it the gift given by Williams, the South African goalkeeper? Pretty much putting it on a plate for Julian through the legs of the goalkeeper, and that was the opening goal. Or was it the bullet header by one of the all-time greats, finest Mexican, Raul Jimenez? Bullet header. 2 goals, they mean a lot. Representation matters. Trial and tribulation. Those 2 goals tell 2 delightful stories. Let me know which goal was your favorite. As I said, make sure you hit the like button if you have not done so already. And if you like what you have heard and you're new to the channel, please do go ahead and hit the subscribe button. All right, I'm off and I will see you guys on my next live stream. Have a lovely Thursday. If I don't see you tomorrow, which will be Friday, I do hope that you have a smashing Friday. And if I don't see you over the weekend for whatever the reason is, I do hope you have a delightful weekend. Thank you so much for blessing me with your moments of your time. If you're making your way home from work, I do hope that you do so. I hope that you arrive home through your doors because doing so is a blessing. Until next time, take care.